Welcome to the Daily Spiral. Today, we're going to talk about why you're fully convinced your cat is a tiny, furry villain who absolutely hates your guts. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. The one who thinks their little freeloader is upstairs plotting your downfall. You think that little side-eye is personal? You think them knocking your Stanley Cup off the counter is some grand act of defiance? Get over yourself. You're not in a rivalry with a 10-pound animal. You're just a really, really bad roommate. Okay. The entire reason you're spiraling about this has a name. It's called anthropomorphism. And it's a super fancy way of saying you're projecting your own messy human drama onto an animal that literally does not have the brain capacity for it. Your cat isn't holding a grudge, it's not planning revenge, its brain just isn't built for that kind of complex, petty nonsense. So let's get into the biology of it all. You have to understand, you're not living with a tiny, fluffy person. You're cohabitating with a tiny tiger that you've somehow tricked into living in your apartment. And this is where the wires get crossed. See, a dog's brain is basically programmed to be your best friend. They're pack animals. They want group harmony. They want to make you happy. A cat? A cat is a solitary survivalist. Its entire operating system is built on one simple goal: do not die. It doesn't want to please you. It wants personal space. It's not being rude. It's just trying to survive. And here's the key, the absolute game changer. Your cat is what's called a mesopredator. That means it hunts things, like mice, but it also gets hunted by bigger things, like eagles. So just think about that for a second. Its brain is wired to be both a stone-cold killer and a deeply paranoid little creature that's terrified of, I don't know, the vacuum cleaner? They're not hateful, they're just professionally anxious. So when your cat goes into what you call demon mode, it's not hate. It's one of three super basic drives firing off in its brain. It's either fear, because you've trapped it and it needs to escape, rage, because you're holding it down and it needs to be in control, or seeking, which is just its little hunter brain getting bored and deciding your ankle looks like a fun toy. Okay, deep breath. We're now entering the section where I'm probably gonna make you feel like a pretty terrible person. Because honestly, a lot of what you're calling a spicy personality is probably just your cat suffering in silence while you're busy filming it for a TikTok. So you have to ask yourself this question. Is your cat really a jerk? Or are they just in pain? Because I'm gonna tell you, 9 times out of 10, when a sweet cat suddenly gets spicy, it's because something hurts. You know how your cat is suddenly head shy? That's not a new quirk. It's probably horrible dental pain. Hissing when you pet their lower back? Hello, arthritis. Growling at their food bowl? Their teeth could literally be dissolving into their jaw. Cats are masters at hiding pain, because in the wild, weakness means you're somebody's lunch. So instead of crying about it, they just act mean. And then there's this absolute nightmare of a condition, feline hyperesthesia. It's a neurological thing where their skin becomes so sensitive that a simple touch can feel like an electric shock. So that moment your cat goes from purring to full-on attack mode, it's not a personality flaw. It's a reflex from being an unbelievable, invisible pain. All right, let's talk about the infamous love bite. You know the scene. Your cat is vibing on your lap, purring away, and then bam, teeth in your hand. You think it came out of nowhere. It did not. You're just not listening.
This is a real thing. It's called petting-induced aggression, and it's caused by sensory overload. Seriously, imagine someone is tickling you. The first few seconds are fine, right? But after a minute, it starts to get really, really annoying. That's your cat. That repetitive petting goes from feeling good to feeling overwhelming, and that bite is their last resort to scream, "Please stop touching me."
And the thing is, they give you so many warnings. It's a whole ladder of communication. First, they whisper. They might lick their lips or just turn their head away. You miss it. Then they start to talk. The tail starts twitching, the ears flatten out into airplane mode. You ignore that too. Then they shout. You get a low growl or a hiss. And only after you've ignored all of that do they finally have to scream with their teeth. So let's be crystal clear. You didn't get bitten out of nowhere. You just weren't paying attention when they were whispering. You forced them to escalate.
Okay, now that you're feeling sufficiently called out, let's talk about how you can actually fix the vibe and stop being such a toxic roommate. And hey, speaking of good vibes, if this is helping you, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, let's get you sorted.
Rule number 1, learn about consent. It is so simple. You just offer your knuckle. Don't shove your whole hand in their face. Just hold out your fist, kind of loosely. If they lean in and rub on it, congrats, that's a yes. If they ignore you or lean away, that's a no. And you respect the no. You just walk away. It's wild, I know. Next, for all that ankle-biting energy, You need to let them complete their predatory cycle. It goes like this. Hunt. You use a wand toy to act like prey. Catch. You let them actually pounce on it and grab it. Kill. You let them thrash it around. And then, the most important part, eat. You feed them a meal right after they kill the toy. This whole ritual satisfies that deep-seated instinct and channels all that rage into something productive. And finally, some quick pro tips. Get a cat tree. Cats need to be up high. It makes them feel safe and confident. Give them a cardboard box. It's a cheap, easy safe zone. And please, for the love of all that is good, never punish your cat. Yelling or spraying them with water doesn't teach them anything except that you are a scary, unpredictable monster.
So, let's circle back. Is your cat really the evil mastermind you've made them out to be? Or were they just speaking a language you didn't understand, desperately hoping you'd finally get a translator? Thank you for spiraling with us.